Hello everyone. Today I am going to share my experience on watching one of my all-time favorite movies, Riders of the Lost Ark. The Riders of the Lost Ark is an action-adventure English movie that was released on June 1981. This is the first movie of the Indiana Jones series. The movie was directed by Steven Spielberg, produced by Frank Marshall, story by George Lucas, Philip Kaufman, screenplay by Lawrence Kasdan, and music by John Williams. Cast involves Harrison Ford as Indiana Jones, Karen Allen as Marion Ravenwood, and many others. My pronunciation is not that great. Please forgive me for any mispronunciations. The views shared are only personal opinion, does not intend to hurt anyone's sentiment, contain spoilers, hence recommend discretion. What was my experience on watching Riders of the Lost Ark for the first time? The introduction to the world of Indiana Jones was actually from my cousin brother. While on a vacation at my cousin's home, got extremely bored and there wasn't anything interesting to watch on TV too. Finally, my cousin suggested this movie and watched on his computer. Maybe it was a laptop. I had never heard about this movie before and my cousin was all praise for it. After a lot of hesitation, only started watching after seeing Steven Spielberg's name. Don't remember the exact year, probably 2004 5. The start was intriguing with the booby traps and the lead character's smartness. Unexpectedly, after all the trouble, Indiana Jones loses the golden idol and escapes. The theme music first sounded unique or different, and it grew on me later. After the first scene itself, I was sure that I'm going to like this, and we decided to continue watching. To more of my surprise, he is an archaeological professor. What? Characterization was very unique and interesting to me considering the time this movie was made. The story moved from country to country, and at each point there was a revelation. The genre of the movie said to be adventure, and it was an adventure for me. The characters too easily connected with me. I was completely into the movie. Stunt turns, swag, dialogues, and the stunt scenes all made it appealing to watch. The visual effects, or rather, should I say, special effects, aren't that great, but considering the year it got released, I didn't mind them at all. The surprise elements kept on coming throughout the movie, and the storytelling was elevated by occasional humor. I believed the humor was sometimes unintentional, just sheer brilliance in writing and directing. I was hoping for a grand action sequence, like as usual, for the climax. Surprise, surprise, even at the end. Highly unexpected and distinctive climax. Considering the circumstances where I watched this movie after bored to the core, it was one of the satisfying action adventure movies for me. Probably, this was the best action adventure movie that I have watched till that date. Can't skip much on this movie. Of course, I had rewatched almost the entire movie, except for a couple of scenes maybe. If I skip, I'm going to miss the twist and turns or surprise elements of the movie, even on repeated watches. Some amazing moments are retrieving Golden Idol. The first scene with booby traps, build revelation, nice mannerisms, and an awesome theme music. All the trouble and a daring escape, the hero loses the retrieved idol. This sequence sets you up for a grand ride. Marian's intro. On most action adventure movies that I have watched, where it starts with a male intro, the female character scope was less or rather poorly written. It was not the case on this movie. Marian's intro with the drinking game, followed by a fight scene, was one of the greatest female lead introduction. The one shot, an epic chase scene, all set up for an epic fight scene, changed with a single shot of Bullock. It was funny and a mass hero moment. Jones and the snakes. Jones' fear for snakes from the first scene, plane escape, to the scenes in the Well of Souls, sets up for the next scene, humanizing him more, which enables the character to connect with us easily. The fight scenes. All the action scenes were well choreographed and captured. The airport aeroplane fight scene would be my favorite among them. Climax. Everything goes against the protagonist. On the brink of losing all, with his knowledge and skills, he survives. Quite an unexpected, surprising climax, and a memorable one too. Notable works, story and screenplay. The number of twists and turns, surprise elements, and humor in the script is astonishing. One of the best examples of how to write a gripping and amazing script for a complex story. Every character is well written, established, and have something to do. Great work by George Lucas, Philip Kaufman, and Lawrence Kasdan. Direction. Yet another out of the park hit from Steven Spielberg. Even on repeated watches, it is almost impossible to skip scenes. Music. Top notch theme music and background score. Once again, Spielberg and Williams' combination worked wonders. Acting. Almost everyone did a fine job. Harrison Ford, especially given an amazing performance. He brought the Indiana Jones character another level for sure. The movie was a blockbuster at the box office and critically acclaimed. Some people say this was a perfect movie for this genre, and some say this is the best ever action adventure movie made till date. What was my experience on watching this movie? It was gripping, great action sequences that had humor too, full of surprise elements, and entertaining for repeated watches. Everything that you can hope for from a movie. Thank you.